Ready? All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're here today to say thank you. Thank you for supporting families in the St. Louis region. The generosity of our community is evident by the diapers and the wipes and the baby formula that's been stacked behind us. We have a lot of people in our community who are living paycheck by paycheck, and when the SNAP program was disrupted, people in our community, well, they felt it. It's really hard for us to imagine what families are going through when they need to care for a younger child and their normal resources, normal services are disrupted. We know that baby formula isn't cheap, diapers aren't cheap, wipes aren't cheap, and parents are really trying hard to raise a child in a very difficult economy where affordability has really come under question. 3 weeks ago, when the government shutdown began, we knew that SNAP payments would be disrupted, and our message to the community was simple. Please help us. Please donate. Let's take care of our families and our friends and our neighbors by donating formula, wipes, and diapers. And even some people added some baby food to the mix. And from October 30th, when we first made our ask, until today, November 17th, which is our last official day of collecting, you can see the results, the items that are stacked behind us today. The generosity of people in our community has paid off. In a few minutes, we're starting here to distribute these items, and we're happy to be able to help these families. And we're also happy that the federal government shutdown is over, and folks in Washington are now focused on what's important. But the longest government shutdown in history, it did impact our families, and some of them have had some setbacks, and they will have difficulty getting restarted and getting their lives organized again. Sometimes it's really hard to catch up. Sometimes it's impossible to catch up when you're living paycheck to paycheck, and the affordability of your items that you need for everyday living is under question. We have several folks here that are going to talk to you in a minute. Dr. Cunningham is director of our Department of Public Health in St. Louis County, who helped organize this. And Kristen Sorth is director of our St. Louis County Library System, a great partner for us in St. Louis County and the library system, as well as our 3 county health departments have helped us collect these items and get them distributed today. So I'd like to turn the microphone over first to Dr. Cunningham.
Thank you all for being here. I'll be short and brief as well. But since the drive began, the response across the county has been remarkable. We collected 450 cases of wipes, 10,000 diapers, 664 baby food items, and 116 cans of formula. These contributions represent relief for parents who have been navigating unfortunate life events, and today ensures that these items reach the families who need them most. This effort has been successful because of a strong collaboration across St. Louis County, and there are a few people and partners I want to thank. First, of course, I want to thank Dr. Sam Page for his support with supporting the health department and putting on an event together in a matter of 2 weeks. Also, our partners at St. Louis County Library, Kristen Sorth, for her participation in helping to set up collection sites. Staff across St. Louis County who donated items also volunteered their time. St. Louis Integrated Health Network for their generous donation of more cans of formula, as well as the many residents who also donated for this cause. This afternoon, families will be able to pick up items here at John C. Murphy between 1 and 6 p.m. or until all supplies have been distributed. And today reflects the power and compassion of St. Louis County Department of Public Health in collaboration with St. Louis County Libraries. When county agencies, residents, staff, and community partners come together with a shared purpose, we can make a meaningful difference in the lives of families. So again, thank you to all who have contributed, and thank you so much for helping our babies and families in St. Louis County. I'll turn it over to Kristen Sorth.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just am going to keep my comments really brief as well. The St. Louis County Library was so happy to partner with the Public Health Department as well as St. Louis County again on helping our communities and our families and our babies. I want to say a huge thanks to the people in the region, our patrons who donated so many of these items, to our employees who stored the items, all of our branches, into our delivery drivers as well for transporting them. So it's great when we all come together to address a problem, and clearly there is a need. There are already people lined up. So thanks again.
Thanks for helping us get the word out. I think it's important to say thank you to people in the community who stepped up, not just to help us in the county health department take care of folks, but people who've also stepped up to contribute to the food banks in our community over the past 3 weeks. And we'd be glad to answer any questions.
For either you or the director, are you concerned that the new requirements that are now kicking in for SNAP, and I guess the requirement that people reapply is going to add more confusion to what families are going through?
Yeah, so the new requirements, anything that makes people reapply for a program that they've been a part of is going to be challenging. I'm not familiar with those applications. Maybe do you know what those are?
Yeah, for the Medicaid requirements, so there's a new requirement to re-enroll and confirm benefits every 6 months. There are a lot of procedural things being in place that can likely impact someone's ability to be able to obtain access to SNAP and WIC or other benefits. And so as a health department and even some of our partners, we are concerned about that. We are going to have to rely on community partners to step up and assist and to help people navigate the new application changes as it relates to the Medicaid applications.
Any other questions?
Are you concerned that you're going to have to keep on doing things like this?
Well, we know that we have another deadline coming up at the end of January. We hope that that now that we have a path forward, we can come to a compromise on access to health care and health insurance products, which seems to have been the main issue that caused this previous disagreement in Washington. We get a compromise on that, and we won't have to go through this again. This is very hard on the community. It impacts families that are really struggling, and this is not the best way to help them with food drives and these sort of responses from the community. But it's good to see that people are stepping up. Folks are trying to help. Our community is very generous, and the message today to everyone is thank you for helping us with this event, and thank you for stepping up to help the food banks over these difficult times in the past 3 or 4 weeks. Do you know when people are coming?
No, I don't know how many people. I know we shared this on social media, Wiley. I have no idea how many people.
There's a lot of need in the community, so we'll help as many people as we can. This is what St. Louis County does. We try to focus on folks who need help the most with our resources, and we know a lot of people in the community are doing the exact same thing. Thank you.